So we are at the Mcleodganj Ropeway. It'll take us to Dharamsala. I think it's a 10-minute or so ride. It's kind of expensive for two ways. For one person, it's 675. So yeah, let's see. It's a 10-minute ride, I guess. And yeah, I'll just show you the cabin. Cabin is safe. Unlike the one in Rishikesh, which is kind of rickety. Not Rishikesh either, actually. The doors are closed, and off we go. I'll try to keep the camera as stable as possible. It seems like a long way down, and it is a little bit cloudy. And you can see the mountains covered in cloud, and that's the boarding point. That's where we left from. Till now, amazing view. It seems quite deep. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but I think it's at least a 30 or a 40-meter drop down to the ground. And today, I think there are going to be some festivities at Dharamsala, today being the birthday of His Holiness Dalai Lama. Oh, there's a side playing music, Tibetan music, inside the cabin. Or maybe it's coming from outside. If it's coming from outside, it's quite loud. Yeah, I think it's a monastery of some kind over here. Yeah, it's a monastery, definitely. Not sure if it's getting recorded, but it's a beautiful music. Reminds me of Sikkim. I think that's the Dharamsala highway, if I'm not wrong. That's where we came in from yesterday. Down below I can see it's not a city, it's completely a jungle area. It's beautiful, definitely. And you can see the clouds just blowing through the valley. Nori, how do you feel?
Very good. Nice view.
A man of few words, Nori. You can't even see where the ropeway ends. For some reason it's slowing down. I hope it does not stop. Okay, it's not stopping, it's... So this ropeway is quite recent because the last time I was here in 2016 it was not there. So I just read it on the office. They had a plaque there, inauguration plaque, and it says that it was inaugurated sometime in January of 2022. So just 1.5 years old. That explains the quality of it. I mean, it's really pretty and looks pretty safe. I'm not sure if you can see it because it is quite cloudy. But the view is amazing. It's totally worth the 675 two-way that we've opted for. So for one way, I think it was somewhere around 400, which is from Mcleodganj to Dharamsala only. And they told us that since we've got the two-way tickets, we are also going to be coming back the same way. And they told us that we have to be back anytime before. It was either 6:45 or 7:45. I don't remember. I think it was 7:45. Because the ropeway apparently closes at 9 p.m. Ooh. I don't think you can see this, but we are literally passing through the clouds right now. And there is the Dharamsala city. So it's been almost 5 minutes since we sat down at the cabin. And The city is shrouded in clouds, and the wind is kind of making noise. I'm sure you can hear it on the recording. Wind is kind of noisy. So nothing against Dharamsala, but I prefer to stay in Mcleodganj because Dharamsala is like a proper city, like Rishikesh. It's super crowded at times. So you can see the magnitude of the city of Dharamsala. Lot of buildings. But it is what it is, and I think I can see the end point to the roof. It's quite far. So there's one pole over here, there's second pole behind that, and the third pole is where the end point to this ropeway is. So it's easily, I think, 30 or 40 meters above the ground. So from here you can't really make out the starting point at Mcleodganj anymore. I think it's beyond these mountains. So it clearly says you're not supposed to stand while you're at the cabin. So you're a lawbreaker. You're living outside the rule of law right now, Nori. But it is kind of pretty. Seven minutes down, and I think it'll take us at least 4 more minutes to get there. Wow, it's enormous though. The altitude decrease is crazy. To think of it, we came from all the way up there. I think these are small Tibetan settlements. So you have the similar Tibetan settlements around 3 or 4 places in India. One is obviously in Sikkim. That's in this city called Ravangla, which is in South District of Sikkim. So it pretty much looks exactly the same. I think it's the culture that they come from. It's just wow. And we do see a lot of, I don't think you can see it, but a lot of eagles and kites all around Mcleodganj and Dharamsala. Oh, some vibration. But I'm sure it's safe. There's a nice little bungalow. I think it's a government office of some kind, or maybe a government quarter to a civil servant, because it has the typical look with the Indian flag, a large lawn, a building, and a few greenhouses. So I'm pretty sure it belongs to some government official, and seems the case over there as well. It's a beautiful property. So the endpoint to the ropeway was visible till about a few minutes ago. It no longer is, but I think it's just beyond those trees behind the pole, the girder. Is it a pole or a girder? It's an amazing property. Wow. You could do a lot of kitchen gardening over here. Oops. And someone is breaking the law by standing inside the cabin, but he's the only person there. Yeah, he's feeling sort of daring. Do you dare? And yeah, we can see the endpoint to the ropeway here. So this is where we have to be back by 7:45 p.m. today if we want to head back to Mcleodganj on the same ropeway. And you can start hearing the incessant honkings, which is pretty much the iconic thing about all the Indian cities. A lot of traffic, a lot of honking. More often than not, it's unnecessary, but it is what it is. So we've crossed the 10-minute mark for sure. So it is definitely, I think it's going to be around a 12-minute ride, one way. And you can see the sprawling cities over there. Not sure if you can see it, but it's not sure if all of it is Dharamsala, but yeah, it's a city nonetheless. So the ventilation system inside this cabin is quite ingenious, because I think they have open vents over here, so they don't have to worry about the air conditioning or installing fans. It's just open vents over here. So there's a nice breeze blowing as we go down this ropeway. So we're almost there. And I think the brakes just kicked in the cabin because we seem to be slowing down, which kind of makes sense. The infrastructure looks really new. It's just 1.5 years old, so it's quite new. I hope they maintain it, and it is a must try while you're at Mcleodganj for sure. And we are in the safe zone. Ooh. So exactly 12.5 minutes to the entire one-way stretch of this ropeway from Mcleodganj to Dharamsala. See you guys later.